The enemy does not always lie in the external world. The enemy cannot always be found, explored, discovered in outside circumstances, public premises, social architectures, because those are all conditions that are obviously and absolutely removed and isolated and divorced from our control, desire, ambition, passion, action, attitude, anyways. Because society unravels in its own ways because of the will of the composition of all the people that live there, and not just because of ourselves. And that means the enemy is within not just ourselves but within and inside of our mind, psyche, action, attitude that ultimately becomes the society. The enemy actually has always been inevitably and undeniably within and about each and every one of ourselves, and not just one person or one man. So obviously it's our desire and worship for power, influence, significance, riches, success, fame in our lives that is also the demon of mankind. And nothing can be more respectable, admirable, recognizable, and venerable than the quality, virtue, and practice of fidelity, honesty, loyalty, steadfastness, authenticity, originality, character, and other qualities in our lives. Nothing can be more venerable and recognizable than that. When we become fidel, honest, absolutely authentic with ourselves as well as with others also. So the chief enemy and the principal foe or hostile is ourselves, is us, mankind, is self that created and invented all the other constructs and artificialities of possession, wealth, money, riches, including society, education, culture, for division, disintegration of the people all around the world. But then again, we wanted distinction. Distinction is also good. Without distinction, identity, we do not even feel like ourselves. We cannot connect with ourselves without our own languages, cultures, differentiations. So distinction is also important to an extent. But then again, these distinctions have been used by politics, leaders, and rulers for divisive and disintegrating purposes over ourselves all around the world, in culture, religion, thinking, action, in one way or another. So obviously, ultimately, we have to fight and reform and resolve our own internal demons and inward enemies. That is our desire, want, yearning for power, wealth, riches, success, fame, attention, approval in our lives, that we cause the most harm towards the one another in the society. For all these futilities that are conditional, transitory, worthless anyways. So obviously the enemy is always within the gates, because it is us, it is our own attitudes, desires, mindsets, perceptions that causes all the troubles and ensues mayhem in the world. And nothing is more respectable than fidelity,